What it do? Third Hall Gremlins. It's your boy, Third Hall MMA here. Back with another video. Today, we're just pushing some content, man. Gary Vee always talks about pushing content. Well, that's what we're doing here with this video. And I thought it would be a fun video to do. I mentioned doing it in my picks video. Top of my favorite UFC fighters. It ended up being a top 40, man, because there were a lot of, I tried to focus mostly on ranked contenders and then, sprinkle in some prospects or unranked guys. So, like, the first 15 guys are going to be, like, kind of unranked, kind of prospects that I'm going to put on some prospects in this video, put on some unranked guys. You know how it is. Yeah, I have a whole PowerPoint set up. You could see some recognizable names on here. You got Volk. You got Volta Wolka, bro. Volta Wolka. You got Ilya, Islam, Alex Pereira, Marab. Yes, I put Islam on the list. I'm not that big of a hater. Yeah, but I think this is going to be a fun video. Put you guys onto some fighters. It's going to be a blend of, like, just, the style of fighter and, if I like them as a fighter or not as a person. A little bit of a blend of that. But yeah, I just want to go through, talk about some fighters, put some guys on. That's really the name of the game here with this video. And maybe, and have some memes too. There's gonna be some memes on here, man. A little bit of memes, but let's tap into it. Okay. Just cracking the top 40. Number 40, Sean O'Malley. Now, I'm conflicted here because I did end up putting Sean O'Malley on the list. And by the way, like, the list ended up being 40 fucking fighters. Dude, there were a lot of guys I was thinking about putting on. I had to cut it at 40. 40 is way too much. But yeah, Sean O'Malley, you know him. Ranked top of the staple in top 5 at bantamweight. Former UFC bantamweight champion, obviously, before losing to Marab. American fighter. Why do I like Sean O'Malley so much? Why is Sean O'Malley on the list? Well, it's not because of what he does in his personal life. It's not because of his podcast at all. I feel like the people that are fans of O'Malley because of the podcast are usually kids watching Nelk. You know what I'm saying? The kids, full send, bro, full send. Nelk kids. I think like Sean O'Malley. That's why I have him all the way down at 40. Because I'm conflicted, man. Because, dude, he is an American fighter and he was a UFC champion. And he does have a really exciting striking style. But, bro, the letting other people tap your wife, I don't know, dude. I don't know about that. That's not my thing. But to each his own. Still really exciting. Still an American fighter. Still top of the rankings. But that kind of throws me off. And the Marab fights. I mean, I just don't think we're ever gonna see this guy touch the belt again because he can't grapple for shit. I mean, he said he was gonna have hip surgery and work on his grappling for the second Marab fight. Had the hip surgery, and then he just came in and, like, 8 months, like, he tore his hip labrum, and it took him 8 months. He came back in 8 months. Like, what? I know kids that have had hip labrum surgery can't even fucking do anything for a year and a half. So I just don't think Sean O'Malley's ever going to catch up in the grappling and become a champion again. But I still do like to see the dude fight. If he fights Song Yadong, I'm going to be rooting for him. That's another thing with the list. The list is just, these are guys I'm a fan of, right? Like, who would I root to win in a fight? That's the concept of the video. Who would I be rooting for to win in a fight? Okay? Number 40, Sean O'Malley. And if you guys see Sean O'Malley in the video, obviously people are going to stay and watch, but let's go. Number 39. I told you there were going to be some memes in here. Shamil Gaziev, the GOAT himself. You could see him gritting it out here, gritting down on his mouthpiece in the photo, getting real gritty with it in his fight against Jairzinho Rosenstrike. Dude, this guy. I mean, what do I even have to say, man? He's funny as hell, dude. He's a blob. He literally gassed. He had to quit because he gassed out in a fight. I mean, the memes are hilarious, dude. I want to see this guy win because he is actually, like, a decent athlete for the heavyweight division too, which is really funny. This guy actually does have, like, some decent boxing. He has some fast hands, but he's just the blob, dude. He's Shamil the Blob. I don't know. Gotta root for Shamil the Blob. That's all I'm gonna say. Next fighter, Steve Urseg. I still love Steve Urseg. I still root for Steve Urseg after the Pantoja fight that he lost, after the Moreno fight, after the knockout of Kai Car France. That one was devastating. I don't like Kai Car France, but I still have Steve Urseg. I still root for the guy. He's coming in at number 38 on my favorite fighters to root for list. I still like Steve Urseg. His last fight with Ode had to grit it out after getting dropped in the first round. It's just, he's this low on the list because the performances that lately, man, they're just not it. He's against Moreno. He's just fainting out at range, not really throwing much. He does try to throw much. He tries to throw stuff against Ode Osborne, gets caught, gets dropped. But I still like Steve Urseg. I still like him as a person, as a fighter. Still got him on the favorite fighters list. I still root for Steve Urseg. I'll be rooting for him in his next fight, whoever he fights. Next one, Mason Jones. Let me put you on to Mason Jones real quick. This guy goes to war every single fight. This guy has an insane chin, really good judo, really good jiu-jitsu. This guy's fights are insane. I love watching this dude fight. His last fight against Balaji Oki, gets dropped in the first round, comes back, BTA, belt to ass on Balaji Oki the whole rest of the first round. I might have won the first round, dude, after getting dropped. This guy's awesome. Goes to war every single time. And he's on his second stint in the UFC, too. He was in the UFC before, got cut. His wars, I mean, those were wars, too, those fights against, I think, Mike Davis and Devontae Smith. Those were both wars. He unfortunately lost, but he's still really exciting. Great fighter. I think he's a bit old now, so I can't really call him a prospect, but dude, I think he's gonna float, end up around the unranked section of lightweight his whole career. But dude, this guy is always scrapping it out, always scrapping it out. So yeah, love Mason Jones, love his fights. Guy's insane. Yeah, tough as shit. Welsh. Next one, Jose Ochoa. Dude, I like this dude, Jose Ochoa. He's got aura, man. Dude, I like Jose Ochoa. Tough dude from Peru, insane gas tank, won't quit. Doesn't has a, probably has a really good chin. Lost to Launer Kavanaugh, but that was a really good fight. Knocked out Cody Durden. I'm a big fan of him knocking out Cody Durden. Even though Cody Durden's an American, I think he's terrible. So love to see him getting knocked. Don't love to see guys getting knocked out, but you know what I mean. Love to see a striker putting the hands on Cody Durden and getting the finish. This guy's really exciting. Had a really close fight with Asu Amabayev. Lost because he got taken down. I don't think he actually lost that fight. I really don't. I don't think like takedowns, the way they're scored in MMA, not the way DC talks about it for stats, the way like the judges think a takedown is effective grappling. I don't like that, but I did think he won his last fight against Almabayev. I think he belongs in the top 15 at flyweight, and I think he's really good. He's really young, only getting better. I'm going to put you on to Jose Ochoa, man. I think he's really good. Even though he has 2 losses in UFC, I still think he's good. And his fights are really exciting. Malcolm Wellmaker. God, his head's cut off on the fucking photo. I'm not re-recording this. Malcolm Wellmaker. I mean, you guys have probably seen clips on Instagram. Malcolm Wellmaker. Dude, he's KOing everybody in the UFC. Insane power, dude. Insane power. I think he's undefeated as well. Crazy good prospect. Really good takedown defense. Beat Cameron Simon. Beat Chris Matinho. Even though Chris Matinho's kind of a can. Still knocking him out. Sean O'Malley couldn't knock out Chris Matinho. Insane power from Malcolm Wellmaker. I assume he has good wrestling defense as well. Really exciting fighter, knocking everybody out. Yeah, I spelled his name wrong. Oh my fucking god. But yeah, dude, putting you on to Malcolm Wellmaker. If you haven't been put on already, pay attention. This guy will be in the top 15 someday. Yeah, next one. Kevin Vallejos, Argentinian prospect. Crazy crisp boxing. Had a really good scrap with Danny Silva last fight. I think this dude's a great prospect. I think he's undefeated. He's really young. He's going to be in the top 15 at some point. Gave Gene Silva his closest fight, besides Diego Lopez, obviously. But before that, dude, Kevin Vallejos fought Gene Silva on the Contender Series. Made a really competitive decision with him. And yeah, Kevin Vallejos, really good prospect. 23 years old. 16-1. Yeah, lost to Gene Silva on the Contender Series. But yeah, I gotta stop yapping about these guys. This video is gonna be an hour long if I keep going in depth on these guys. But yeah, let me just put you on to Kevin Vallejos. Love watching the dude fight. Really exciting boxing style. Next one, Steve Garcia. I think Steve Garcia is really exciting, man. Goes out there, just gets violent, goes for the finish, on a run. His last fight with Cater wasn't really that good, but he still went out there and beat Calvin Cater. Steve Garcia is ranked in the top 15 at featherweight. Let's go. I like this dude too. I think he's a really cool dude. Uh, we're gonna be rooting for Steve Garcia in his next fight against David Onama next week in the main event in the Apex. But hey, good for Steve Garcia getting a main event in the Apex. I like watching the dude fight. I like the dude, so I hope he does well. Number 32, Nate the Train, baby. Gotta love Nate the Train. Nate the Train comes to fucking scrap, dude. Whether he wins, whether he gets knocked out, Nate the Train comes to scrap. You gotta fucking love Nate the Train, alright? This guy's so exciting. He's awesome, dude. Obviously, you could see my bias towards American fighters coming out a little bit with the list here, but dude, Nate the Train's awesome. Always coming to scrap. Doesn't care who he fights. Gotta love Nate the Train, man. Unranked guy in the featherweight division, by the way. That's all I'm going to say. Number 31, Drew Dober. Now you can see him in this picture. This is the Bobby Green fight, the Bobby Green KO. Hey, man. Drew Dober, big dog Drew Dober. Dude, he's always there to scrap. All his fights are really exciting, man. Yeah, honestly, all of this dude's fights are really exciting. Even though he's unranked at lightweight and he's getting older, always in here for an exciting fight. Always in there for a scrap. Gotta love watching Drew Dober fight. I'm always down to root for this guy winning too. Yeah, really exciting. Damn, bro. This PowerPoint doesn't. Oh no. Oh no, the Wi-Fi. Oh, let's get back on, dude. Because I don't have internet. Okay, we're back. We're back. All right, number 30, Bobby fucking Knuckles. You know Bobby Knuckles, former UFC top 5 at middleweight for a while. You know, losing his prime a bit. That's why I have him at number 30 on the list. But we still root for Bobby Knuckles. I was rooting for him against RDR. I wanted him to win. Think he maybe could have gotten the decision there, but he was getting hit with too many knees. Uh, he's just not like, he's not scrapping it out anymore, right? Like the Romero fights. He had the grit to get through the Yoel Romero fights, but he just doesn't have that anymore, and it's fine, dude. Still love Bobby Knuckles. Still a cool dude. Gaming, all that shit. He's cool because he's gaming, bro. Yeah, that's why I like people. He's cool because he's gaming. Nah, but still gotta love Robert Whitaker, man. Still ranked. I'll still be rooting for him in his fights, but he's just fallen off a bit because he just doesn't have the grit anymore, really. In the fights, I'm sure he fucking trains hard, dude. I'm sure he trains hard and trains his ass off. But yeah, number 29. Listen, dude, I like Corey. I like Corey Nerdhagen, man. I like Corey Sandhagen, man. Um, yeah, I still think he's a really good fighter. I still, I like Corey Sandhagen. Even though he gets a little too deep in the weeds sometimes, overthinks things in fights. I still like the dude. I still think he has a really exciting style. The fact that he's gotten a lot better at grappling really shows. I mean, Marab could barely hold a guy down. It was just mat returns after mat returns, but those aren't scoring for the criteria. So Corey was, very competitive with Marab. Won the first round. I think he should have won the fourth round and hurt Marab at the end of the fifth round. So like on a different day, Corey maybe wins that fight. But yeah, Corey's still a really exciting fighter. Can we get him versus O'Malley next, please? I think that should be sick. Unless Corey just grapple fucks O'Malley, but hey, if O'Malley can't grapple, then you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, Corey Nerdhagen. I like Corey as a fighter. Still like him as a dude. He's chill. Next one, Big Money. Now Big Money's fallen off a little bit. I was hyped on Big Money. I was hyped on Money Moicano, man. I really was. But then, even after he lost to Islam, man, like I don't, why did he take the Islam fight on short notice? That killed some of his hype. Then the Dariush fight, man. He was winning the Dariush fight. He won the first round by dropping Benil. Couldn't pull it out, but I still like Money Moicano. I like the podcast, you know, like the personality of Money Moicano. I like that he sells himself. You got to sell yourself, dude. And guys that do that, I fuck with. And he's chill. His podcast is chill, dude. A lot of funny clips you see coming out of his podcast. Still a fan of Money Moicano. 27, Fluffy Hernandez. Dude, Fluffy, he might be the most exciting fighter in the middleweight division. He just might be. This guy comes out insane cardio, insane like grappling cardio, putting the fucking pace on people. You could see him in this fight with Roman Dolidze, bro. Roman Dolidze so bad, man. I was watching this fight laughing at how easy it was for Fluffy to just run through Roman Dolidze and basically toy with him in the octagon. But it was still it was exciting, right? Like to see Fluffy going out there and beating the shit out of this guy. This dude's insane. This dude's a savage. You could see him just like eating punches from Roman Dolidze and not caring at all. I mean, Fluffy's a really exciting fighter. I'll be rooting for Fluffy if he fights if he fought RDR, I'd be rooting for him. I mean, I kind of want to see him fight. Who should even fight at this point? I don't even know, but yeah, still a fan of Fluffy Hernandez. Number 26, Carlos Prates. I'm a fan of Carlos Prates. Gotta love the style, man. The only fighting nerd on this list, by the way. I'm not one of those kids that's gonna get all hyped up on the fighting nerds, but I'm still a fan of Carlos Prates. You could see this in the photo. It's walking off after the spinning elbow knockout of Jeff Neal. I mean, this dude's sick. Sick Muay Thai. Really good takedown defense too. I mean, the Ian Gary fight he had, like if he would have gotten taken down and smudged by Ian Gary, he'd be ranked a lot lower on this. But the fact that he has the takedown defense to be able to keep it standing and make all of his fights entertaining, this dude's sick. He's sick, man. The striking, the Muay Thai, the elbows, the knees, dude. The knee he landed on the one dude. Oh my god, that put him down. That crumpled him. That was awesome. But yeah, dude, you gotta love Carlos Prates' style and long rangey too. I'm not gonna talk about the cigarettes thing. That's for like kids that watch Nelk. But yeah, Carlos Prates is a sick fighter, dude. Number 25, Sean Brady. Now you gotta think, dude. Sean Brady, boring grappler, dude. Why do you have him here? Cause I gotta back the Philly guys, man. Philly sports fan. Gotta back the Philly guys, man. Sean Brady from Philly, training out of Philly. I gotta back him. I'm backing him to beat what's his face, Michael Morales. Oh my god, dude, Michael Morales. He better beat Michael Morales, dude. I can't have a guy in the top 5 in the UFC that wears girl clothes, dude. He better beat Michael Morales. But here you see him getting the guillotine on Leon Edwards, and like when he is like he's excited, like he's one of the guys that's exciting when he can grapple. If he can grapple with someone and can dominantly grapple with them, it is actually exciting and interesting to watch for me. And if he can't wrestle you, he's got to strike with you, and he gets hit, and then it'll be an exciting fight on the feet like he had with Bilal. So, Sean Brady, either way the fight goes, it's going to be interesting to watch, and I'm going to back him because he's a Philly guy. So, yeah. Next one, Khamzat Chimaev. Had to put Khamzat on the list. I know the Dricus fight, very boring. Didn't do much besides just hold Dricus down. Didn't land many strikes. The third round, I had a 10-8 because he did land a lot of elbows on Dricus, but I still think Khamzat's a really exciting fighter. It's really interesting to watch the dude fight. He's gonna come out dude. The wrestling this guy had, like the chain wrestling this guy has. Like you saw it in the Dricus fight. Dricus would like defend the first takedown shot, but then he would just follow up with like 3 consecutive takedown shots in a row just to get you out of position to end up getting one takedown. I mean, that's exciting to me. The style is insane. If there's a guy he can get a submission against or can end up posturing up to ground and pound against, you're going to see the levels. I don't think Imavov's strong enough to be able to deal with it. I know the Dricus fight was boring, but the Usman fight was pretty entertaining because Usman was able to get up in round three, have a striking match with him. The Gilbert Burns fight was entertaining because he just chose to strike with Gilbert Burns for no reason. I mean, the dude's insane. The dude's a savage, man. Yeah, but nah, he is. And I think his wrestling is really exciting. Like the takedowns themselves are really exciting. How he achieves the positions, what he does when he gets to positions against Dricus. I mean, Dricus, that was a tough one because Dricus just isn't gonna sit there and let himself get submitted. But yeah, I still like Hamzat. I'm still a fan of Hamzat. I'm gonna root for him to beat Nasruddin Imavov because he's an elite fighter. You know, I do like to watch like the best fighters win too. So yeah, that's why I got Hamzat up here on the list. And all the champions are in this video too, by the way. He's just the first one, lowest on the list. But yeah, I still like Hamzat, dude. Next one, number 23. There you have another champion, Pantoja. Gotta love Pantoja, man. Really exciting grappling. The back takes for MMA are crazy. The striking, he's just gonna run forward or run at you in the striking. If you can hit him clean, cool. If you can't, you're gonna get hit with some shots and get taken down. But yeah, dude, he's puts the pace on you, puts the work on people. On Kai Car France, just outworked him. Just put the work on Kai Car France in his last fight. Really good performance from him in his last fight. Steve Urseg fight, really entertaining. Steve was, striking with him, hitting him on the feet a little bit, but the grappling scrambles were insane to watch. Like this is what I mean. Exciting grappling right here. Like the people who say go watch kickboxing after like I call like a Hamzat Dricus fight type of fight boring. Like a stalling, guy playing full guard, guy laying on top is the wrestler type of fight. Like this is what I mean when we want exciting grappling. This dude right here. The scrambles are crazy. The submission game's crazy. The back takes are crazy. This is what we want to see out of grappling in MMA. And on the striking, this guy is just going to walk forward because he has a chin of steel. Best chin in the UFC right now, by the way. Uh, yeah, I love Pantoja, man. Number 22. Oh my god, I didn't fucking. We're just going to roll with it. Number 22, Diego. Same thing, man. Exciting style because he has a blockhead chin and because he has really good grappling. So guys want to strike with him, they have to. And he's also got insane power on the feet. I mean, dude, the fact that Volk beat this dude is crazy. He's yeah, Diego is one of the most exciting fighters in the UFC. Gene Silva fight, one of the fights of the year. It's gonna probably be in my top 10 fights of the year video when I make that at the end of the year. Still ranked in the top 5 in the featherweight division. Scraps it out with everybody. The fight with Volk was a great fight as well. So yeah, Diego, one of the most exciting fighters in the UFC. And he's a chill dude too. Gotta like him. So I do root for Diego Lopez to win all his fights, except for Volk, who we'll get to. But yeah, gotta have Diego on the list. 21. Secret Juice, man. Paulo Costa. Now you guys are probably thinking, dude, why the fuck do you have Paulo Costa on the list? The Secret Juice memes are too much, man. I love the Secret Juice memes. Because he clearly, definitely was on steroids when he was doing bodybuilding. And he probably is on steroids right now and just doesn't give a fuck. Like, that's funny as fuck to me. He's funny as fuck on Twitter. He's funny on Instagram. He trolls everybody. And he got in there. He just got a win against Kopylov. You know what I mean? If he would have lost that fight and he wasn't actually training and taking his career seriously, I would have him lower on the list. But the fact that I know this dude is training and he's just trolling everybody on Twitter, dude, I like this guy. He's hilarious. Next one. Number 20, Joaquin Buckley. I like Buckley, man. This is maybe me being biased towards American fighters. Maybe a DEI pick for the list. Who knows? No. It's not DEI. I do actually like Joaquin Buckley. I like this fight with Colby, man. I mean, dude, like I sound like such a fucking casual when I say I like this recent fight, man. Like, no, I've watched most of this dude's fights. Okay, he always comes to scrap. Moving down to welterweight moved him up the list too because he was clearly undersized at middleweight. He's able to scrap it out with guys at welterweight a bit more. The Usman fight, okay, he got controlled a little bit, which I didn't like. But, dude, yeah, he comes, he's got good boxing. Pieced up Colby on the feet. Obviously, man, you got to go back to the Impa Kasanganai KO. Yeah, that's what like the casuals will say, right? They'll like think Dude, Buckley, man, that KO he got. But no, that's not really his game with the ninja kicks. But yeah, I still like Buckley. I think he's a chill dude. Funny dude. Funny looking dude as well. But yeah, exciting fighter as well. Fifth round against Usman was really good. I hope he bounces back from that because I do want to see this guy in the top five. We need more American fighters in the top five in the UFC fighting for belts. So yeah, I think Buckley's a chill dude, good fighter, and I like his style, man. Number 19, Officer Piper. Dude, you know when I say I back to Philly guys? Dude, this guy right here. This guy is the most angry fucking guy ever. Like everyone hates him because he's always mad about something. But I think it's fucking hilarious, dude, that this guy just like has to be angry about anything anybody tells him. And I think it's awesome, dude. I fuck with Joe Pyfer heavy. Philly train, gotta back the Philly fighters. Dude, insane power in the cage, by the way. Insane power. And then gets just angry as fuck all the time. Joe Pyfer, man. I don't know. I don't know what else to say, dude. I think Joe Pyfer's awesome. Number 18, Bogdan Guskov, bro. Training partner, training partner of Volta Woka. Main sparring partner of Volta Woka. Dude, you gotta love Bogdan Guskov. I think he's a really funny dude. Interesting, like this is the thing, right? Like interesting dude, and he's an elite fighter, and I like his style, dude. He walks out there with his hands down, looking to box with you, and I'm assuming he has really good wrestling. You could see him in this picture here knocking out Nikita Krylov. Now, is that really an impressive knockout at this point? No, but he has a fight coming up with Jan Blachowicz. I might pick him, I might not, but yeah, tune into this dude's fights. He's got really good hands, really good power on the feet. I mean, he's an exciting fighter, and he's a chill dude, funny dude. I like watching him fight. Number 17, Manel. Manel, last fight with Asu Amabayev, he had just piecing up Asu Amabayev. Put a clinic on Bruno Silva back last December. I mean, Manel is a really exciting fighter, right? And he talks shit all the time. Make Manel versus Kai Kara France right now. They have beef. He talks shit to everybody, dude. Like he doesn't give a fuck. He talks shit to everyone. And then he has Gyno and takes roids and doesn't care, man. Hey, listen, dude. I like Manel Kape. He's one of my favorite fighters. Really exciting style. Light on the feet on the outside. Explosive striker. Picking his shots, moving into range. All that. Piecing up Asu Amabayev gives you a plus in my book too. But not he just talks shit about talks shit to everybody and has a really exciting style. So gotta have Manel Cap on the list. Number 16, Josh the Man Van. Listen, dude. Josh Van is Josh Van is one of the most exciting fighters in the UFC, dude. He's actually one of the most exciting fighters in the UFC. Last fight with Roy Val. Maybe I'm going to put it as my fight of the year. Maybe I won't. But that fight was just insane. Insane pressure boxing style from Josh Van. Walking forward, great boxing. You saw his fight with Bruno Silva in June. Hitting the pull counters, piecing up Bruno Silva. This dude is just insane. Bedtime calls him Mini Max Holloway. I think he's like not like Max Holloway, more boxing though, right? Like more boxing than Max Holloway. Like less kicks, heavy boxing, but he does know how to mix up the kicks well too, right? And all this dude's fights are bangers. They're all exciting. Always piecing dudes up. And dude, him versus Pantoja, I don't know who I'm gonna be picking, but I'm so excited for him versus Pantoja, man. Number 15, Derek Lewis. You gotta have Derek Lewis on the list, man. The knockout king in the UFC. Just got a knockout against Taliesin Teixeira. I mean, how can you not like Derek Lewis, man? Goes out there, throws bombs in like the first minute. If he doesn't land them, he probably loses. But yeah, out there just to sleep you. And he knows it too. He understands, like, dude, he understands what his game is. That's all he does. And the celebrations and the post-fight interviews. My balls was hot. I want my wife next. Iconic moments from him. Making fun of DC at the press conference for the fried chicken commercial. Dude, this guy's hilarious. And he just knocks people the fuck out in the UFC. Gotta love Derek Lewis. Gotta have him on the list. Number 15, Islam Makhachev. I do like Islam Makhachev as a fighter. You see the funny clips on Instagram, dude, him and DC, you know, that the Abduls on Twitter and Instagram they eat that shit up. The Abduls on Twitter, they eat up the Islam Makhachev funny moments. But I do think he's a funny guy too. I think he's a chill guy. I think he's a nice dude. But yeah, and in the cage, dude. And when we talk about exciting grappling, this guy has exciting grappling. He might be a little bit controlly stally a little bit sometimes with the wrestling, but not really. He waits, and if you give him an opening for submission, he is gonna jump for submissions. He is gonna go for back takes. The takedowns into dominant positions, dude, is something that I think is really underrated in MMA. Like the way this guy grapples when he gets you against the fence, and he's looking for takedowns, not just to get you down, but to end up in, say, half guard or side control or full mount. I think it's one of the most underrated things about his game. And he's a good striker on the feet, too. Has a really great Muay Thai style. That Thai plum that he has, the knees that he lands in the cage, his fight with Dustin, his fight with Volk, the Volk knockout, the Oliveira fight. This dude is one of the most exciting fighters in the UFC, too. And, dude, you got to have him up here on the list. Number 13, Max Holloway. Gotta love Max Holloway, man. We gonna find out Saturday night, baby. But not Max Holloway, dude. Insane volume. I mean, come on, guys. You guys know Max Holloway. Do you want me to just one of the best chins we've ever seen? Always in wars, always in good fights. I mean, this dude is a legend. Probably top 15 fighter of all time. You know, you gotta love Max Holloway. You gotta love watching the dude fight, and you want to see the dude win. I mean, that's all it is. It's Max Holloway, dude. How can you not have him on the list? How can he not be one of your favorite fighters? You know what I'm saying? Next one, Tom Aspinall. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. I do have Tom Aspinall near the top 10. Hear me out. This guy, and he's fighting this weekend, by the way. I want him to walk across the cage and knock Cyril Gane out cold. Please do it. Why does he come in this high on the list? This guy made John Jones run away from the sport. John Jones, piece of shit human being John Jones, made him run away from the sport like a bitch. Hey, listen, you can do that, man. You're going at the top. Not to mention, he is just a really humble guy. He's a chill guy outside the octagon. And inside the octagon, this guy, all his fights are first round. They're all first round finishes. He knocks out everybody in the first round. He puts belt to ass on everybody. And all his fights are really quick, exciting, fast paced fights. You're always in the Tom Aspinall fight waiting for just when's he going to get the finish. Finishes everybody. He's one of the most exciting fighters in the UFC. Might be the most exciting fighter in the UFC. Yeah, Tom Aspinall, man. Coming in at number 12. This is what I mean. This guy is the best heavyweight on the planet. He could be the best heavyweight of all time. He's going to go on a crazy run if he gets past Cyril Gane this Saturday. There's you can't stop this dude. He's just insane. He's insanely good at the sport. Not to mention the grappling. Insane power in the hands. What more can you say? That's why he's number 12 on my list. I really like watching Tom Aspinall, if you couldn't tell. And I'm really excited to see what he does against Cyril Gane on Saturday, even though it's probably just going to be knockout or take him down and sub him, but still, I want to see it. Number 11, my boy JDM. Love JDM style, man. The crisp boxing, the way he mixes in the kicks as well with it, the footwork, the defense, the pull counters he had against Bilal. Maybe I'm overrating him, putting him up a little high on the list because he pieced up Bilal. Maybe because I'm not the biggest fan of Bilal, but yeah, dude, JDM's a sick fighter. Chill dude. The Craig Jones specifics he's working on too outside the cage, but he's a chill dude outside the cage. Beast in the octagon, really exciting, heavy boxing, insane striking. Gotta love watching JDM fight. Dude, him versus Islam is gonna be one of the best fights of all time. It's one of the highest level fights we've had in the UFC in a long time. And if he can get past Islam Makhachev, I mean, this guy might be This guy's on pace to be one of the best fighters of all time if he gets past Islam. But yeah, one of the most exciting champions we have in the sport right now, JDM, and he comes in at number 11 on my list. Now we get into the top 10. Number 10, Marab. You gotta love Marab, dude. You gotta love Marab. The work rate is insane. The dude is fighting 4 times in a year. He's going for his fourth title defense against Peter Yan this in December. This guy's insane. I love this dude. He's crazy as hell. He's so crazy. All he does is train. All he does is the work rate is crazy. The pace is crazy. And he has heat in his hands now. And he's a funny, chill dude outside the octagon. I mean, how can you not love Marab? You know what I mean? I know like it was kind of boring the first O'Malley fight, but dude, then he put it on O'Malley the second fight, dude. The Umar fight was a really exciting fight. The Sandhagen fight was a pretty good fight. You gotta love Marab, man. And and he's the best, dude. He's the best. That's the thing. Like about these lists is like I like to watch the best fighters go out there and do their thing. And when he goes out there, he's just like a ton of mat returns. The cardio is insane with this dude, and he's getting more exciting on the with the feet. Fuck. He's getting more exciting. He's throwing more hands. Gotta love Marab. Number 9, Bryce Mitchell, brother. Yeah, Bryce comes in my top 10, man. Nothing. You know, let's talk about Bryce. Strictly to do with Bryce's fight style, right? Like it only has to do, with his fight style, right? Like gotta love the pressure grappling, gotta love the holding people down, gotta love the control on the ground. Nah, dude, I think Bryce Mitchell's a chill dude, man. Yeah, I just think he's a chill guy, man. I just like him as a person, man. But nah, you gotta love the redneck personality. Arkansas got the camo shorts on. I love the thing Bryce has got going, man. The his podcast, his podcast. Maybe we can chill on his podcast a little bit. But yeah, I got Bryce Mitchell coming in the top 10 of my favorite fighters, man. I root for Bryce Mitchell. I want to see what he can do at bantamweight. Next one. Number 8, Charles do Bronx, brother. Yo, Charles Oliveira is in my top 10. I love this dude. I love watching Charles Oliveira. His title run, you just had to be there to see it. You could see him sleeping. Oh, this is the second Chandler fight, but yeah. You just had to be there to see Oliveira's title run, man. It was one of the most exciting things in the sport. All his fights are crazy, puts the pressure on everybody. High pace, first round finishes, always a finish, dude. Most finishes in the UFC, like ever, right? Most finishes in UFC history. He's the record. Most submissions in UFC history. I mean, you got to, and he's a great guy outside the octagon. Gotta love Charles do Bronx, man. Uh, what more can I say, man? I hope I hope they do the Max Holloway fight. I really do. Like, because dude, the grappling he showed, maybe I think he might be able to submit Max Holloway. I don't know, but he might be able to submit Max Holloway. Sucks that he lost to Arman Tsarukyan though. Hate Arman, by the way. Sucks that he lost to Arman, and that was a really close competitive fight too. That if he would just done a little bit more in the feet in the third round, he could have gotten that fight. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, Charles comes in at number 8, dude. Still a fan of Charles. Still love to watch Charles fight. Was so happy he beat Gamrot. Yeah. 7, Shama. Alex Pereira. I mean, how can you not have Shama in the top 10, man? He left hooks everybody. Knocks out everybody. How many former champions does this guy have on his resume? It's insane. Had to meme Big Ank there for a little bit, you know what I mean? Had to meme Big Ank on the PowerPoint. That's my bad, Dagestani fans. Don't hate on me, don't get mad. But I am gonna meme Big Ank on the PowerPoint. Cause dude, who actually wanted to see Big Ank as champ? Who actually wanted to see Big Ank as champ? Nobody did, dude. Nobody did. And yeah, Alex Pereira, one of the most exciting fighters in the UFC. I feel like I've been saying, dude. This video is gonna come out awful, by the way, but gotta love Alex Pereira. Shama, left hook, knocks everybody out. Insane power, insane kickboxing skill, by the way, too. Those calf kicks he lands. Yeah, and he's the champ, and he's the best. Like, come on, you gotta love Alex Pereira. Have him in the top 10. I hope, dude, if Tom Aspinall walks out there, beats Cyril Gahn, I hope they do Alex Pereira versus Cyril Gahn. Or, no, not Cyril. Fuck, dude, did I just jinx it? No, man, honestly, maybe, yeah. Let Alex Pereira fight Cyril Gahn, become the number one contender at heavyweight, because I want to see Cyril Gahn get knocked out. And then, winner of Volkov Almeida, Tom Aspinall can start him. Then we can do this fight Pereira versus Aspinall. I'd love to see that. Number 6, I got Ilya at 6. I put Ilya above Alex Pereira. Dude, the guy, you just gotta love watching the dude fight. He comes out there, he flatlines legends every single time. The run he's on is crazy. The run he's on is insane. This guy, this guy is on goat. This guy is like gonna become. This guy might if this guy like okay, I don't know what they're gonna do if they're giving him Gaethje or Patty, but if he goes out there, flatlines Gaethje, and Arman beats Dan Hooker, flatlines Arman, then if we ever get this dude to fight Islam Makhachev for GOAT status, GOAT of the sport status, that'd be awesome. And I think he can beat Islam Makhachev. Not to mention, this dude has heat in his hands, knocks everybody out every single time. You just have to tune into an Ilya Taporia fight. You can't not respect the dude. You can't not like watching the dude fight. This guy's awesome. This guy's great for the sport. I don't know what else to say. He's one of my favorite fighters. I love watching him fight. Number 5, Petr Yan. Still cracking the top 5, Petr Yan. Pause. Dude, Petr Yan's still one of my favorite fighters. Obviously, I'm a little bit biased to like guys who I've been watching for like a few years. And Petr Yan, man. Dude, like the boxing, what do you want me to say? He hit the boxing, the wrestling skill he shows, those little trips he does. I mean, dude, this guy is just really exciting. Love watching the dude fight. Love the thought of like that he's just like, some like assassin, from Siberia. Like he's just some cold killer from Siberia. Love that aesthetic on Petr Yan. Getting in there with Merab in December. Yeah, I'm gonna be rooting for Petr Yan to win against Merab. I love watching Petr Yan fight. I mean, obviously, dude, he's number 5 on my favorite fighters tier list. Or tier list. Rankings list. Fuck. Yeah, gotta have Petr Yan in the top 5. I still love this dude. Well, pause. Love watching this dude fight. I still root for this guy every single time he steps into the octagon. And I don't think that's gonna change. Number 4, Volta Walker, bro. I told you. Volta Walker's gonna come into the top 5. Volta Walker. If we push the Volta Walker by heel hook to the belt, this guy could honestly make a run at the belt, man. The skill he has on the ground, but it's not about that, dude. It's just about the hype, man. This guy's Instagram is fucking hilarious. This guy is one of the funniest dudes in the UFC. I mean, we're gonna become like this channel. I'm telling you right now, this channel is gonna become the number 1 Walter Walker fan club on YouTube. We are going to go out there and heel hook Louis Sutherland on Saturday. We are gonna get a $50,000 bonus. We're gonna run this shit all the way to the belt. I love Volta Walker, bro. He's one of my favorite fighters. Obviously, comes in at number 4 on my list, but yeah, this guy, I just think he's so awesome. I just think he's awesome. Number 3, Dricus du Plessis, bro. Listen, this is controversial. Very controversial to have Dricus at number 3 on my list. Favorite fighters. So that means I'm rooting for Dricus against anyone. What do you mean, man? You're rooting for Dricus, bro? Yes, I'm rooting for Dricus. I wanted him to beat Hamzat. Dude, when he beat Israel Adesanya, man. Oh my god, bro. That made my year. I hate Israel Adesanya, by the way, if you couldn't tell, but I hate that dude. So to watch Dricus go out there, talk shit to him, make him cry at the press conference, put belt to ass on Israel Adesanya in the 4th round and finish him. Oh my god, that was glorious. And I was a fan of Dricus before that too, right? Let's not make no mistakes about it. I love the trash talk. I fucking his goofy ass style. I don't care. Like everyone hates the goofy style. I think like that's the thing. Everybody hates this dude, so I like this dude. That's the only reason I'm a fan of this dude. Nobody really likes this dude. Like, okay, people do like Drickus, but like you know what I mean. You know what I mean. The opposite community. You know what I mean? But yeah, I have Drickus in my top three. He's one of my favorite fighters in the UFC. I'm excited to see who he fights next. Brendan Allen, probably, right? I think they're going to run that. So, dude, I hope he walks out there, starches Brendan Allen in like 1 minute. That'd make my day. Coming in at number two, just missing the number one spot, it has to be Yuri. Let's go for that. It always was Yuri. This guy is the most exciting fighter ever. Not to mention the autism outside the ring, the doing cool shit, you know what I mean? Training in the fucking woods, pretending to be a samurai. This guy, like, how can you not have this guy in your top five favorite fighters? If Yuri's fighting, I'm watching. I want this dude to win. I want him to win the belt back. I do. If they do a third fight with Pereira, I'll root for Yuri. I don't care. This guy is awesome. Like, he's the most exciting fighter ever. I want him to get that belt back. I want him to become one of the greatest of all time. I love this dude. Please, Yuri, work work on your defense a little bit, man. Or work on your grappling a little bit, man. Take Pereira down. Like, I mean, he's not gonna fight Pereira again, but dude, if he fights Ankalaev, please knock Ankalaev out. I love Yuri. He's my second favorite fighter. I am a huge Yuri fan. That's all I can say, dude. I'm just a huge Yuri fan. Yeah. uh, but coming in at number one, Volk. Clap it up for Volk. He comes in at number one on my list. As long as this man is, as long as this man is in the UFC, he is my favorite fighter. As long as Volk's in the UFC, he's my favorite fighter. He's the coolest dude outside the octagon. No questions asked. He is exciting in the octagon. The Ortega fight, this guy's a savage, bro. This guy's a savage. You want to talk about this dude's a savage? This guy's a savage. Probably some of the best cardio we've ever seen in the UFC. One of the most technical strikers. Belt to ass on Max Holloway in the third. 3 times beat Max Holloway, by the way. Third fight wasn't even close. 50-45 in the striking. Jabbing the hell out of him. Landing overhands. The fight with Lopez was exciting. Getting the belt back. Breaking the over 35 curse. How can you not love Volk, dude? This guy, like, embodies, like everything. This guy is the human condition, man. Like, dude, he's awesome. He's my favorite fighter. I don't care. The run he was on, like watching him achieve GOAT status with my own eyes. The Islam Makhachev fight, dude, if he would have gotten the Islam fight, oh my god, if he would have won that, that would have been awesome. He'd be the GOAT of the sport, by the way. If he won the Islam fight, he's the GOAT of the sport, no questions asked. But he didn't. But dude, coming back from the Islam knockout, from the Taporia knockout to get the belt back, you have to respect Volk. If you don't respect Volk and you don't want Volk to win, I don't like you. I don't respect you. He's my favorite fighter. Favorite fighter of all time? I don't know. We'll have to see when I make that video. But yeah, this guy's my favorite fighter in the UFC. As long as he's fighting, I want him to win every single fight. I'll pick him to win every single fight. I just want this guy to, like, this guy he just deserves it, dude. He just deserves it too. That's the thing. He just deserves it. I want to see him fight Marab. Like, Marab. I know Marab, like, doesn't want to move up because he respects him too much. He doesn't want to fight Volk because he respects him, but because that's how Marab is, right? But Marab, if you respect him that much, Marab, you should fight him. That's the respect. You wanting to fight him is giving him the respect. I want to see Volk versus Marab. But if Marab doesn't want to move up, we'll do Marab Pantoja. Winner versus winner. But yeah, Volk comes in at number one. Lucas Tracy maxing. Call me fake Lucas Tracy if you want, but dude, I love Volk. He's my favorite fighter in the UFC. Coming in at number one on my list. And that's gonna be the video, guys. No, it was a bit. Dude, this video is 50 minutes long. Oh my god, this is a bit of a bad video. Not my best work content wise, but the PowerPoint looks pretty cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe. Let me know some of your favorite fighters in the comments by the down below. Some guys that I missed. Put me on to some people too. If if I don't know anybody in the if I don't know somebody fights in the UFC, maybe you try to put me onto them as fighters. But yeah, thank you guys for watching.